Now, the American President Donald Trump has revised his deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz from Monday to Tuesday. In a post on Truth Social, Trump has said that it will be power plant day and bridge day all wrapped up in one in Iran. He's also warned that there'll be nothing like it, going on to end his expletive-laden post with praise be to Allah. Later, the American president, in a follow-up post, gave a more precise deadline, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, United States. And this is what Donald Trump has been typing out on his Truth Social platform. Now, Donald Trump has also separately suggested that there is a good chance of an agreement with Iran, telling Fox News that negotiations apparently from the American side are taking place. He said, and I quote him here, "If they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking all the oil." Now, it is important to point out here that Trump has been issuing these kind of threats and these kinds of deadlines before extending those deadlines. Now, on the weekend of the 20th and the 21st of March, Trump had threatened to obliterate Iran's power plants in 48 hours unless Iran released its stranglehold on the Strait of Hormuz. And then on the 23rd of March, he also extended the deadline for another 5 days amid some very good and productive conversations with Iran, which the Iranian government has said these negotiations have never happened and that probably the Americans are only talking to themselves.
We have had very, very strong talks. We'll see where they lead. We have major points of agreement. I would say almost all points of agreement. Perhaps that hasn't been conveyed. The communication, as you know, has been blown to pieces. They're unable to talk to each other. But we've had very strong talks. Mr. Witkoff and Mr. Kushner had them. They went, I would say, perfectly.
Now, as that date approached, Trump again delayed the deadline by another 10 days, that is until the 6th of April. And this, of course, is the date that the new 48-hour deadline has been extended from. The Iranian culture minister, Saeed Reza Salahi, has told Associated Press in the interview that the American president has become a bit of a phenomenon that neither the Iranians and perhaps nor the Americans are able to fully analyze or to take seriously. Now, just last week, Trump addressed the Americans in an address to the nation after starting this war. The White House highlighted 4 objectives of the war: destroying Iran's offensive missile capabilities, dismantling its production systems, neutralizing its navy, and also some broader security infrastructure, and ensuring that Iran never acquires a nuclear weapon. Between March and April, Washington has shifted from a 15-point plan to 4 objectives, representing the narrowing of American goals in this war. Now, as for Iran, the country has demanded nothing less than reparations for all the damage the Americans and the Israelis have caused in this war of aggression. They demand that the Americans and the Israelis should halt all attacks on Iran, and there should be guarantees that this kind of a war of aggression will not be initiated again by the Americans and the Israelis. They're also demanding that the Americans and the Israelis should recognize Iranian sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Iran's Revolutionary Guards has cleared that waterway that it is never going to go back to its former status, especially for the Americans and for the Israelis.